Some days I just don't want to do nothing, like nothing. Other days, like today, I'm hyperactive and I still don't know why I'm so 0 or 100. I don't know, but that's how I am. And so let's go with it. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Sasha and this one is my channel. Hello and welcome, welcome and hello. Today we'll be looking at a new atomizer. It's the first atomizer by ADG. That stands for Angolo della Guancia. Its name is Ultra, this one. So, Angolo della Guancia is an Italian brand and it's famous here because of their e-liquids. I strongly recommend to try their e-liquids because, in my opinion, are one of the best, especially the Ultra series, which is clear net juices but not hydrolates, so they are super good. And I like them that much, yes. So I recommend for this purpose, not because they told me to say this, because I really like. So since they do net juices, they made an MTL RTA for net juices. And without further prevaricating, let's go down to the table, have a closer look at this Ultra, and then come back to my face and do a couple of toots and a couple of reasonings with the Angolo della Guancia Ultra. Go down to the table. In the Angolo della Guancia Engineering Ultra RTA packaging, we got a very useful user manual in Italian, some spare O-rings and a couple of spare screws, a spare polycarbonate tank, 0.8 alternative airpin, 1.2 alternative airpin, 1.4 alternative airpin, 1.6 alternative airpin, 1.8 alternative airpin. So I guess the pre-installed airpin is 1 millimeter in diameter. And then we got our Ultra, which is an MTL RTA, 22 millimeters in diameter, 3.8 millimeters in capacity tank, primarily made of stainless steel. And I guess this is a true glass tank. The pin protrudes enough for using on a mechanical mod, and a hex screws that will use it for change the airpins. So let me show you how to change the airpin. First of all, just take off the upper part and let the deck be naked, like this. Okay? Okay. Unscrew it. Take the hex screws, put it inside, and just unscrew it like this. And yes, we'll use the 1.8 because it's that what I like in my life. So just put it here, screw it down, and don't screw it too much. When it's blocked like this, okay. Don't force it. It's not necessary. By the way, this is the bell. As you can see, here and here is where your e-liquid will come. So it's a kind of flashy vapor thing, you know. This is the chimney. Then we got a standard 510 drip tip. Let's pull it off, you see. And then you can screw it off because this is a bottom filler. So for refilling your tank, you have to do like this. Please notice this, which I like. You see, the chimney threading is longer than the glass. What does that mean? When you fill it, there will be no chances that some e-liquid will go inside the chimney because it's longer. And this is the base of the tank. Very simple, straightforward. This is the deck. As you can see, you got quite some space for your cotton, but not too much, but it's not necessary because you'll have to put the cotton a bit higher than usual because of the drips. Okay, because the e-liquid will come from the above, not from the bottom. Let me show you. You see where the holes are? Okay, so they're quite high. So don't put too low your cotton, otherwise the drips will go here and there and not on the cotton. Okay? I'll use a Cantal 27 gauge 5 reps 2.5 millimeters in diameter coil and the Siracusa from Azad Flavors because it's a super good one and I want to try it with this. So stop chit chat, time to rebuild.
Turn around, I feel the breeze over me. You watch your dreams unfold. Let it come around and let it breathe over me. It's time to go away into the light. I feel the calming energy. I see the darkness coming, and I'm calling you to help me set me free. I'm calling for you.
Okay, building hasn't been particularly difficult, but you have to take care how you wick it. As you saw, I put a lot of cotton that goes till the bottom of the deck, so the liquid in excess will be picked up by the cotton, and at the same time the e-liquid that will drop will hit the cotton easily. So let's see how it goes, because by the way, this is the first build I do on this Addy. So let's put everything back together and see how it goes.
I'm calling for you.
I got a 0.82 ohm coil and I'll run it at 15 watts. Angolo della Guancia Ultra MTL RTA. We've checked it, tweaked it, fiddle it, and now we come back to my face and do a couple of vapes and a couple of reasonings. Back to my face. So I'm using it quite a lot since a couple of weeks, and let me take a tooth. So, as you can hear, the turbulence is very, very low. That's because the AFC is so simple, it's very basic, it's just a hole, so it doesn't do much of a turbulences, and that's a good thing. About the hairpins, we got plenty of them from 0.8 to 1.8, so for me 0.8 it's a bit too much. To be honest, 1 it's too much too. For me a good one can be 1.2, 1.4, and usually I use 1.8. like this. But I've tried them all because it's very easy to change them, because you just have to unscrew it and screw it down. You don't have to rebuild, refill, nothing. You can do it. I could do it just right now and it will be no problem. The airflow inside, it's peculiar because the air hits the coil not vertically, not horizontally, but just diagonally. So it's strange. At first I said, I don't know if this could work or not, but after trying it, I can say that it works. One thing, for the coil positioning, you just have one position of a coil, because the coil, it's already a bit far from the air pin, so you cannot put it further. But you cannot put it near, and you could do that if the deck, the base position, have maybe a little bit of, I don't know how to say it, just holes on the sides, so that you can put your jig coil a little bit lower, and maybe you can adjust it better for your taste. In this case, there's just one positioning, but in my opinion, it's okay. It really works good. Then, bottom refill. This is a thing that not many likes, the bottom refills. Some people say, oh, I prefer the top refill. But as I usually say in these cases, if you get a bottom refill, you don't have nothing here up, so you can save space, and this is a really good thing. In fact, this is quite low atomizer for being a 3.8, if I'm not wrong. I never remind these details, but I've already told in the video before. I think it's 3.8, and it's not that tall. This is a good thing for you guys that like low MTL atomizer, but not 2 ml MTL atomizer, because I really don't like the 2 mls MTL atomizer, because 2 mls is too, I use a pod and it's okay, it's the same thing, so that's it. It's really well done. It's not a made in Italy, okay, but it's really well done. I like how it is placed. I like the design. I like the radiator style center part right here, and in fact it doesn't hit that much. Building, it's not one of the easiest, okay, because you have to take care a little bit, especially for wicking it. But apart of this, okay, maybe for being it cannot be the first atomizer that you build, okay, but if you are an average experienced to a highly experienced builder, it will be you'll have no issues, because it's not that difficult. The wicking that I did on the macro before was the first one, and I wanted to see if it worked or not, and yes, it perfectly works. So I think that I made it right, and you can just wick it as I did, and you'll have no issues. It's not that difficult. It's far way easier than a FEV, the flashy vapor, and yeah, just do it like that. For the heat, this is a medium heat to medium high. It has a good amount of heat. It's not a harder heater, okay, but it's more than the average ones. So if you like an ATI which has a good amount of heat, this is the case. It's not a Typhoon, for example. Typhoon GT has a lot of heat. It's not like that, but it's not a regular one. Let's talk about the flavor. I've tried sweet e-liquids like the butter, almond, stuff like that, caramel, and it dries a bit. So it's not exactly for you guys that love sweet, sweet, sweet. It's not like that, but it's not completely dry. It's not a dry flavor, just a little bit, just a little bit. And then I've tried some e-juices, net juices, so tobacco juices. And in this case, I think that it's better with fire cured, like Kentucky, Latakia. I was telling Kentucky. It's wonderful. It's a neologism that I've made right now. The Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky. I was saying with the fire cured, it's okay. I'm using the Balkan River from Blendfield right now, and it tastes amazing right here. It has a good amount of Kentucky, by the way. I prefer it with those kind of e-liquid. It's not like a Baika V8 that literally dries up everything and you get that very full fire cured flavor. It's not like that. It's so good for like Virginia barley and Black Cavendish types. Not super sweet on the Virginia. It's super okay for all kinds of barley. So I think that that's it. I didn't try it with a fruity flavor. I'm sorry. I've checked it on the interweb and I found the Ultra at 129 euros. So yes, kind of you have to break your vape piggy bank for checking out the Ultra by Angolo della Guancia ADG. At the end, I think it's a good atomizer. What should be improved? One thing I show you. The higher part of the atomizer should have like a little notch somewhere, and the same at the base, so that when you put in place the upper part on the deck, it always have the two holes on the same place. That doesn't mean that you just can see it and you just can say, okay, they are in the same place, I'm okay with that. But it could be better. It was not so difficult to do. It could be improved like this. Apart of this, it has a very good feeding, and this is something that I was a bit concerned, because flashy vapor, sometimes flashy vapor kind of atomizer, this design, sometimes it fails, but in this case, not at all. I did plenty of mLs on this eddy and never had a dry hit, so, and never had the deck flooded, and this is important too. So no gurgling, nothing. It really works perfectly. So I'm quite happy of this atomizer, and I think that I will use it. Yes, I will use it in the next months a lot. So thank you so much for watching me. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, because I need subscribers. And doesn't matter if you like fruity flavor. I like them, but not always. The very important thing is that you stay away from coffee nails. Ciao!